All right. Hello and welcome to the Launcher live stream where we're playing the new Valorant map Breeze. We got access a couple days early. I've got two special guests, two platinum players on the verge of going pro. Umbar and Rose, say hello.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hey there, launch crew. It's good to be here. Thanks for inviting us.
Launch crew. That's right. I need to turn on cheats so that let's pause the match timer. Sorry, I'm just setting up all the cheats so I can move around freely. Infinite abilities. What do you guys know about this map so far, if anything?
All I know is that it is tropical in nature. From the brief promo, or maybe the brief promo / leak content I've seen, there might be some cool mechanics. I don't know. There might be ropes, there might be doors. That's kind of all I know. Tropical beach vibes.
So let's. Oh, sorry, Ro. I didn't mean to interrupt you. What do you know about the map?
I know very little. All I wanted to say is that I sort of saved my first impressions for this stream. I did understand that we have a lot of sand and the beach vibes, which is fantastic. And I saw like a glass pyramid, sort of like the one outside the Louvre, but I don't know much beyond that.
Okay. That is all accurate. So yeah, right now I spawned on the defender side. Just kind of wandering around freely. They definitely, after Icebox, Riot wanted to go to a warmer locale with Breeze, and that's what we have here. We got a big crashed ship, maroon ship. We got what looks like a kind of futuristic Tenet-style yacht. We've got an abandoned, I want to say mansion. It's looking kind of like a plantation-y type of building. I know that this is set in the Caribbean. This is based in part on David Nottingham, who's a creative lead at Riot. He used to live in Trinidad, so he was drawing on some experience there. But anyways, yeah, here's the map. It is, I just pulled it up on the screen. It is very big, with a lot of really wide open spaces. Is there anything in particular you guys want to see first?
Wow, I say, so where are you starting? Where are you right now? Are you in a spawn area at the moment?
That's right. I am in Defender Spawn. The map is, I don't know this for sure yet. I feel like my sense is very off on this thing. But I think it is defender-sided. It is easier for the defender to kind of set up and hold space. But yeah, I'm in Defender Spawn right now. Let's go check out A.
Yeah, go over to the left there.
Yeah. So this is where the those two pyramids you saw, Ro, are. Not exactly glass, but this is a spike plant site. A lot of sound cues I'm sure people are going to be getting out of this with the water. A lot of peaks you could probably do.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta
come
turn
out
my
at a different
crosshair
angle,
on.
whether you're crouching or standing, because of the slope,
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you can plant anywhere here. You could hold this angle. There are a lot of like weird angles and nooks here. This door leads out to mid.
I love the water splashing effect over there on the plant site, by the way.
It looks really nice. It's very shiny.
Do you mind holding steady for just a sec? So the stream is gonna catch up. Wow, it looks really cool. Really cool.
Yeah.
I imagine a lot of Ring Around the Rosie on the site here. This is going to be really entertaining. You're going to see some people with some ridiculous clutches, I think, just by taking advantage of the environment. So
yeah,
it's going to be super cool.
It's interesting. Jumping up onto this, I don't think I'm making a sound. I'm not getting like the traditional metally sound cue. So I can jump on this pretty safely, but
pretty exposed
jumping
position
down,
right there.
there's no way for me to jump down without making noise. So this is a site.
So you mentioned, Mikhail, that this is a large map. Like sometimes you see sites where you put 3 people, 2 people.
Yeah.
Is that something you think, like, do you see this as a 2-person hold, a 3-person hold on defense?
This is very tough to say. The thing is, you can sort of minimize the things you need to hold here, because this door, as far as I can tell, I can check by going to the other side, but I don't think this is not destructible. I can't see through it. Oh,
Oh.
it is just openable on the other side. Never mind. But you can probably hear that pretty loudly if that is
How
opened.
cool.
So early on, you can probably close this. Maybe have somebody holding here. I don't even know for sure what the best way of playing this is. But there are 3 entrances on this site now that I'm looking at it. There's up there, there's these doors, there is this area right here. Everything is extremely wide here also. Like, this is a massive spot. I
Wow.
can't think of a comparably wide spot except for maybe like spots on Haven.
Yeah,
I guess
Mid-Haven
like,
with, I think.
yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. But if
We're
you
already like,
got in there with some, raise bombs, you're pretty enclosed.
yeah.
Oh, so this is
So
attacker spawn.
this is attacker spawn. Yeah. It feels like it's actually pretty quick to get there. That's the thing. One of the things I had heard from Riot's, from the devs that I interviewed, was that earlier on, it was very hard to attack without being super coordinated, because at any point you could get flanked really easily. And it still sort
Yeah.
of feels like that's the case.
Mm.
Like, you can sort of get around people. Like, if for a lurker, I think there are a lot of good spots to hold here that'll make it hard to flank, but you also need to be kind of a pretty good lurker to pull that off.
Oh,
Here we are.
this is a very loud area. Metal
Oh yeah.
floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's this thing, which, Umber, you notice it's not exactly a slide; it's a trapdoor.
What?
Yeah, a
Wow.
little
Wait,
one way.
can you play that back? Can we run that
Wow.
back? Oh,
There's no way
you can't go
back up.
in.
Oh
No.
my.
Let's get back up there. How do I? There we go. So there is. I guess I feel like this is. I don't know who this is going to be more useful for. I can sort of see you're an attacker.
Yeah.
You maybe get a pick here on someone who's trying to lurk on you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just like, all right, I'm jettisoning myself from here, getting out. I'm in mid now, and now I can just run free and go
It's
to
so
any
open
other side.
though. Not a lot of cover in mid at all.
No. Attackers have like minimal cover here. I feel like op spots here are going to be really annoying.
Oh yeah.
There is. This is really close to defender spawn. Here's defender spawn.
Oh, so defender spawn leads into sort of a heaven type spot right here over mid.
The sort of overlook location.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The thing that a thing that I found kind of annoying earlier, and have realized is probably going to be huge for jet mains, is you can. So let's say you updraft here.
Yeah.
You cannot get up on this barrier here.
Okay.
Even though in theory, like, by the logic, you should be able to, but you can't.
Odd. Okay.
But the thing I see happening is a lot of like that.
Oh yeah, peeking over into spawn.
Exactly. Someone's on the rotate. Your jet has pushed up really far mid. Just bing bong, catch whoever's there, and you're good.
Yep.
The thing, Ro, how are you feeling about what you've seen so far?
I really like it. I think that the comparisons to Haven mid, that scans for me. I'd say that right here, this like sort of heaven area does feel like a really long sight line, kind of like what you had in Icebox. So I think that this is going to be Jet's playground right here. It's going to be opping from this long angle. It's going to be getting by that cannon, using her verticality to get some nice peeking advantages. So overall, I'm really intrigued, and yeah, maybe a little jealous I can't play it.
Yeah, I think this is wall bangable. I don't know. I'm already past the. Maybe I can restart the round and just buy a different gun. But I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Creds, ammo, no more shopping restrictions. Yeah, there it is. Okay. New gun, by the way.
Oh yeah, I love the green.
Oh, maybe it's not. I'm pretty. Oh, there it is. Okay. So you can wall bang here
Says
if you have
some.
somebody holding. I don't know how I feel about it. A lot of it feels pretty nondescript to me right now.
Okay.
Like it's almost not finished. So you are an attacker. You're going to B. This feels a lot like Haven Mid.
Oh,
Weirdly enough, you have
100%.
like mini Haven Mid here.
I
Right.
like it. This is a nice little area.
Yeah, that
we have
orb
another,
feels really exposed. Like one of the questions I was going to ask is who his orb advantages, attack or defense? And here you traveled a decent distance, but like
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be like interesting to see some of the orb battles. Those
It
skirmishes.
Yeah, what's weird is the orb on A, it's like right there. That feels like it's easy for the attacker to get. The orb on B is a lot. I don't know. It feels more like it is defender or sorry, swap that completely. A is defender sided, B is attacker sided. Because it feels like you smoke here, you're already close up, you get out. You don't even have to go to B. I don't know. It feels like the orbs are kind of in balance one side to the other. This is B site, by the way,
Okay.
which is massive. Let me go
So
into
can we get on top
Ghost.
of this right here? This wall. Can we get on top of it?
Which one? This one right here?
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
I believe you can. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Great.
saw Omen teleporting onto one of these in
That
the
right?
trailer. Yeah. You don't have a great angle from up here, though, is the problem. This is maybe a good hold if you are watching from mid, if you're watching the retake from here. Yeah, you can actually like get people leaving that little corner.
Okay, that's cool. I like this very Rapunzel tower.
Yeah. It's
toxic waste Rapunzel tower.
It's goo. Yeah. One of the like themes of the map is that there's a lot of like kingdom tech around here, and it's been taken over by kind of, I don't think it's like a named third party or anything. It's I don't know, like pirates, I guess. Just
Love
like
that.
people who lived on this island got a hand on kingdom tech, and that's the extent of it. Is this not textured? What? Oh, okay, no, it's just very lightly textured. But yeah, this
very
is
interesting. Very wide open, really wide open plant area.
It's
post plant will be interesting. I mean, there's 3 entrances, but it's just so many different places to check.
What strikes me about that plant area is that there is nowhere that I can see tripwire distance around bomb.
Yeah.
I don't see any surfaces where you could plant the bomb and tripwire where the bomb is.
I guess you could do
Maybe
like here.
There, but there's so much surface area.
Yeah, Cypher feels there aren't that many choke points, it feels like. Unless I guess Cypher can hold this hallway with what's labeled A hall right now. You can let's see. Let's respawn as Cypher.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
How do I die? Oh no, how do I end myself?
I think it's end game phase.
I think
Yeah,
that
maybe a
might be
couple
it.
times.
There it is. Okay.
Oh, there you are.
Okay. Oh, and then I'll do
You
it
said
again.
my favorite voice line of all time.
The one about the doggy.
Yeah.
They're actually, now that I'm thinking about it, there aren't. It doesn't feel like there are that many advantageous angles for the defenders here. But let's see. Yeah. Oh, this is kind of interesting.
Yeah, I like this.
Slope.
Ooh. We love a good slope tripwire.
Yeah, you can get under it. Yeah.
But imagine putting an alarm bot on that cubby where you not even walk over it, you just walk next to it.
Oh, yeah. So like right here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, you know what would be fun? Trip
Ooh,
there,
that's
I
a
someone
love
good
goes
that.
one.
down. That's toxic,
There is
honestly.
an
That's
audio
very
cue
toxic.
when the trapdoor goes there, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Or I don't know on the open. Let's hear. Yeah, there's one when it opens and one when it closes.
Just like the TP type
Cool.
sitch.
Yeah. Oh, you can
Wow.
trip
Okay.
over the ascenders here.
So I like that there's ropes. This is interesting because, and Ro, I like that you pointed this out, but there's like a, when we were reviewing this map before it, and just the leaks, but there's always like a gimmick, right? There's always like a mechanic about the map. Ropes sometimes, TPs sometimes, right? Or a third site sometimes. But this has
mm,
like many
Yep.
mechanics. It has open and closable doors, one way, trapdoor, and ropes.
Yep.
That's a
yeah.
lot to
Oh
deal with,
yeah.
but in a cool way.
In a cool way, yeah. No, it's great to see sort of the
Love
compounding
that.
of these interesting mechanics that they've either tested or decided on certain maps and have now sort of rolled out to multiple places. I think that's great. I'm now like just my mind is spinning around like what is the ideal team composition on a map like this? Being so large, I really do think that maybe there is like maybe we will see the emergence of a two controller meta that seems to be taking foot at least in
Yeah.
North America right now, just because
Yeah.
there's so many places to consider, so many
You
angles you might
have
want
to
to get
get
off.
smokes here.
You have
Yeah.
to, yeah.
But there are also the thing is like I was also thinking about Astra, which a lot of people are complaining. People are saying that she's like overpowered. The meta with her is really not as fun as it could be. And I sort of understand that, but on this map in particular, it feels like there are a lot of places that you just can't adequately smoke, where you can't really account for the full extent of possibilities.
I'm
Like, go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This is a Viper map.
I was thinking
Ooh,
the same thing earlier. Yeah, cutting
This
off
is
sight lines.
Yeah. You
Oh yeah,
have to, and the sight lines are so long, you need the long wall.
right.
yeah, absolutely. Let's see. I'm trying to think of like, so on attack. John's back. You can wall across. I guess you can wall here. That would be good.
Mhm.
Where else can you wall?
I mean, you could bisect an entire site just like Astra
Yeah.
could. Um
Yeah, I'm trying to think about like good utility use cases. Um I'm kind of worried that mid is like going to be extremely hard to take. Let's see. If you have an op up there, I guess the nice thing is you have an op up there, you send one person on each side of this, and you just try and like
Ooh.
double peek the op. And there aren't that many good counters to that unless you have multiple people playing on defense here. So
That's quite hype.
I don't know. On the one hand, like massive sight lines, really good for the op, very bad for people with small screens. Like, uh,
Yeah.
if you are trying to vandal against like an op, or worse yet, like use an SMG against an op across one of these long sight lines, you are in
Ooh,
for a bad time.
Mhm.
yeah.
Um, but at the same, like it also feels like there's such maneuverability where you can sort of maybe overwhelm an op player or somebody like playing longer ranges.
Right.
Sure.
One second.
Yeah, I think the sight lines are going to be pretty key here to either shut down or take advantage of. This is
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to work on my aim for this map.
I'm also trying to think of
Yeah.
other folks that could be relevant here. Like, I think that with a map so large, you have to think about, um, I guess, like rotates and I don't know. Like yours fake footsteps have not necessarily been like embraced or thought that highly of, but I could see with all these audio cues, like maybe this is actually a map where that shines and that could be helpful in terms of throwing off the opponent and forcing them to rotate, that could be helpful.
Totally.
Yeah.
The rotates are gonna take 5 ever.
Yes, seriously.
So far, the thing that bothers me is that it doesn't bother me, but I like A side of the map so much more than B side right now. Like
aesthetically or
both aesthetically. I don't know. I think about the stuff that I'm seeing here, and a lot of it feels like gameplay scenarios, I guess, or like little puzzle areas. Like this is basically Haven Mid. We've already seen that. The stuff on A site, almost all of it doesn't really feel like it closely resembles
anything.
stuff. Yeah. And then this, just like B site, is so wide open and so hard to distinguish. Like I'm trying to think of what the callouts are going to be on B site. I guess like you have one for this bit of graffiti, like that'll probably be graffiti, but you also have 4 pillars that are roughly identical.
So true.
That's a really good point.
Or I guess, let's see, 1, 2. You got the central pillar. You got these 2. This is more of a wall.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be more adaptable than I think, but
I'm looking
right
at
now,
the location titles, and they're only a little bit descriptive. Like I saw B back, which is like really hard to classify because there's so much space back there. B wall is easily distinguishable from B back, but probably quite difficult to distinguish between the 2 pillars that someone's peeking around.
Yeah. I'm just torn about B site in general right now. I like the fact that it has a big new asset right in the middle. One of the things that I didn't love about like A site on Icebox is that it is very similar to B site. It uses the generator from Ascent. And those are like the big, all of the motifs are kind of stuff from other sites. This has something new, but it's also all gray-ish and very wide. I don't dislike it. I am curious to see how it actually plays. I don't know. I'm torn. A site I love. Everything about A site that I see, I am like a child.
It's very
and I think
cool.
it looks great.
One thing we talked about Cypher trapwires, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of interesting cam locations as well. With like, I don't know, just like these vertical spots. I mean, if you can reach them, then like maybe not. But
some of them are reachable. I'm trying to think of like annoying spots here.
Is there anything really to hop up on to get a better angle on a cam?
I was just thinking for these sites, they seem to be pretty
thing.
rectangular or like spherical, and so getting a good view of the entire site. It's like there.
Yeah, you got it. Oh,
that'll drive people crazy.
That's a good cam. You see the 3 doors. That's so good.
Yeah. I can see that being kind of good. And then just like Cypher could honestly just play. What would be a good spot to take advantage of that cam? Probably just like right there.
Or behind left square from cam angle.
Oh yeah. Right here. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's true.
Because then you see this side, and then you can see the other side, IRL.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot to bounce rays bombs off of here.
No,
although the bomb buddy can go for miles in this open space.
Yeah,
but yeah, there's not really the tight corners that you would typically use the boombot to clear. Like I think there's just so much open space.
Yeah.
Jets are going to be a nightmare on this site.
Yeah, I think Jet, Omen. I feel like we're gonna get like a new era of Omen outplays here in like a big wide open space. I don't know. Okay, so I am getting a little note in my earpiece. that the stream quality needs a little boost. So we're gonna actually be right back in 1 second.
Sounds
I'm
good.
gonna fix something super quick. We will. Let's move to the boosted server. Let's move to the launcher server since that has Shannon's boost in it. Oh, can we split on Haven, and like there usually isn't all of this stuff, all of these like guts on the map. So
Bind is the only one I can kind of think about with the mid cave area that adds
yeah,
more distance. But to me, when I see this, I think about like rotation time,
Yep.
and I
yeah,
I feel like if you hear a spike plant in the distance, it's going to be really hard to get all the way over there for a retake. And I think the way that they have counteracted that is with how wide open the spaces are on the
yeah,
plant sites. And I think maybe it is literally net bigger, but it's going to feel easier to take if you can outskill with aim instead
yeah,
of
Mm.
sneakily try to outplay with utility. Does that make sense?
yeah, exactly. The thing I'm thinking about is that like the agents that I think will do well here are agents that have really quick mobility. Like Omen, weirdly, like Omen cannot get across this gap. If you're trying to
Mhm.
like teleport, he's gonna have
Yeah.
to hoof it basically, or use
Mhm.
smokes to just clear this area, or play with somebody else. Raze or Jet, like you can clear a lot of this really quickly, faster than someone can like flick to you comfortably.
That's
Mm.
true.
Um,
Yep.
so the fast duelists are going to be useful. Smokes are going to be useful. If you want to get across, you might want to smoke something like this and just let your whole team walk across.
Right.
Um, who
It's
else is
going to be
going to?
such a trade-off in this map with your smokes
Yeah,
because not only are the gateways into sites super wide that one smoke won't do, but the site is super wide. So the economy of conserving your smokes for the right time is going to be really key on this
Mhm.
yeah.
map, I think.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
So as
Uh,
far as as far as Sentinel goes, like we've talked about the two duelists who may have an advantage in terms of traversing the map, being Jet and Raze. We've talked about, or at least I've I've mentioned two controller meta seems viable. Maybe you have an Astra and a Viper. What's the Sentinel that you think is most advantageous on a map like this? Like, part of me thinks actually like information, Cipher, and Killjoy both give you that, but I'm curious what you think.
Hmm. I was just thinking about like where a sage wall might come in handy here, and I don't know. I like everything feels. You're really gonna have to chop up the map into sections to feel as though uh to like make fights make sense. You
Mm.
can't. Maybe you can wall. Like sage wall can go here. It's very easy to destroy. Everyone just runs to A if you're defending here. You can wall here, but everyone can just go around the other way.
Yep.
Like there aren't any choke points. I'm thinking about like on Ascent. A great Killjoy setup is the setup where you put the mollies on Speedway and you just let the people run into that and there's nowhere for them to go. And here there just aren't really that many tight spaces for that.
Mhm.
Except for maybe again, let me fly over there. In this hallway.
To me, it seems like for Sentinels especially, nobody's one kit shuts down a whole area. Like
Yeah.
Right.
Killjoy's turret is going to be incredibly important on these big ol' sight lines and wide open spaces, but her mollies, you're probably going to be able to easily sidestep them, except like you're saying in this hallway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Cypher Cam is going to be key. Not a lot of tripwire locations, except maybe some tricky spots with the trapdoor. But it seems like it's going to be a really team oriented situation to complete objectives on this map.
Yeah. The thing they told me was that the sightlines used to be longer and the spaces used to be wider, and then it became functionally impossible to take
Hmm.
any part of the map as an attacker unless you were extremely coordinated. And
Mm.
eventually they were just like, okay, if you are solo queuing, this map is going to be unbearable.
Yeah.
Um, so they changed it, but oh, can I fall into there? I did. There it is. Okay.
Wow.
Uh, but Yeah, I don't know. I get. Oh wait, can you get into here normally? Nope, you die. Interesting.
Very interesting.
Oh, let's move. Oh, actually, let's look at where all the barriers are. So, yeah. Looking at this, it does sort of feel as though the defenders have a lot of leeway here. There are
Gosh,
a lot of
so much
places.
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
Although now I can't really tell. No, this is tough. Because it's
Attackers can
so.
get to A
Wait,
pretty quickly, it seems
how
like.
can attackers get to either site? Where's the barrier to get them to B or A? I'm so confused.
So there is so much. Now that I'm looking at it, there's just the the attackers get so much space for free early on.
Yeah.
This does actually now kind of remind me of Bind, where yeah, just you can get up to here. Hold on, let me leave ghost mode, and from there, all you have to do is take this fight here in this like Haven mid style area before you get to B. That's wild. You can go into mid through here. Weird. So this is actually you could do a pretty comfortable mid push right off the bat early on as an attacker. That's really strange to me.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, I now I have no sense. I have no read on which side is going to get the most benefit out of something like this.
It'll
I
be really
really
interesting
like
to
the
see.
way that the balance of this appears right now. Obviously, we need to play on it, but it seems like one orb is equally advantageous and disadvantageous, and the other vice versa. And then um, there are big sight lines in some areas, and really none in some areas.
Yeah.
No one agent's utility is going to be perfect to use.
Yep.
I like that.
I
I really like that.
yeah, I am really not sure what the right comp is going to be for this map. I can see Sky being really good because the flashes are
Mm.
so you could just steer them wherever. You can honestly, if you are Sky playing as a defender at the top of mid, you send out your flash, you pop it there, and you get like every defender who's trying to push mid.
For a brief, 10 minutes, I forgot there were flashes in this game,
Oh my god. Yeah.
Well,
and you're reintroducing them. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Her kit's going to be good. Yoru, weirdly enough, seems like he's going to be good because you could do those like long flashes around a corner. You just
Yeah.
pop a flash like right there.
And there's so much
Teleport.
space. Somebody
Yeah.
might not hear your teleporter because it's a mile
Right.
away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we talked about movement with duelists, and I forgot about Yoru. Yeah, he can teleport. He has his ult to get to cover ground more quickly. I think he will
Yeah.
be actually a pretty interesting selection here.
Yeah. Reina, now I'm thinking. Now I'm worried that we're gonna have like an all duelist, a map that supports basically every duelist. Who does it? Phoenix is maybe the one it supports
Right.
least of all.
That's
Now
what
that
I'm thinking, especially because the orb locations. I mean, yeah, you'll get one, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Should be interesting.
Hot hands aren't that great here. It doesn't feel like there's anything you can really molly. The wall is good for pushing.
Yeah.
But the flashes, unless you're good at pairing the flash with the wall, like I don't know that it's going to be that useful. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just haven't put in enough time with Phoenix, but like if there's a mid push here and you are Phoenix and you're just sitting like right here waiting to flash, like you're going to be waiting for a while. It doesn't feel like it's going to be that useful. But then you have Raze, Jet, really good. Rain is kind of like omnidirectional flash or near sight is going to be useful. I don't think the Omen
No.
near sight is going to be useful at all. It's
No.
feels like it's going to be hard to like there are sites on other maps where the Omen flash is really essential to getting like a retake going.
Right.
And I don't see that happening here. The space is just like way too wide for
Way
that
too
to be
big.
useful.
The choke points aren't close enough to the site itself, I feel. It's not like Haven
Yeah.
C, for example.
Yeah, exactly. Or even
I
like
really like A site.
yeah,
Yeah.
A-Site looks so nice. Oh, I like this massive chair. I feel like this chair
Oh,
is
is it the lifeguard?
I guess so. Oh, it's a
Oh,
little
Oh,
guy.
it's nice.
bear!
There's so
Don't
many
don't shoot the
there's so
guy.
many little guys around here.
Do not shoot the little guy.
There are guys in the mansion. There are a lot of guys swinging off of trees. You'll see this fella, a koala. What is this guy? A sloth with a gun. You'll see a lot of sloths with
Oh my
guns.
god, tactical
that's amazing.
sloth!
That is so amazing.
Is that a thing? Is that like a reference to something that I don't understand?
No, I made it up right now.
Oh,
so
okay. I wasn't
Riot
sure.
Games, you can credit me. Thank you.
Yeah, we're he
We're
should
going to-
invoice you.
Are we going to the plantation? Is that where we're headed?
We are.
Uh-oh. Wow, look at this.
Now you've got these little guys. The dabbing penguin, the bear. This
Love them.
I don't. Is this a fit? Whoa! Did we just get an inside look into?
The mind.
I thought I
of-
saw pink. Just oh, that was the chair. I saw the chair. There's this awful worm. This is terrible.
Oh, gentleman worm.
We're gonna put an end to his misdeeds. Say
He
goodbye.
looks like he is the one in charge of this mansion. He's a billionaire worm.
Yeah.
We don't like that.
Well, let's give him some nostrils. Now
That's
he's
kinda
like
nice.
a brontosaurus and not a worm.
With the current bit rate that we're getting in the stream, these are like Minecraft dudes right now.
Oh no. I mean, they're also looking at the game themselves. Like these were not textured or
Right.
modeled to be seen up close.
Right.
There's this awful leg of meat here.
I love
which
the
looks-
nondescript meat leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks real bad. I love how this map looks in general. I haven't explored inside the big boat at all. I imagine that they've put a lot of stuff in there for people to explore, for the lore hounds to look at, but I just haven't.
Mm-hmm. Looks like you're swimming.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I don't think in ghost mode that does anything. I don't think it's that useful. I'm
Well.
sure there's someone on. What do you call this? Is this the prow? What is the prow on a boat?
Absolutely wrong, dude. I don't know anything about boats.
I have zero knowledge of boats.
Okay, so this is completely empty. There was somebody I went to high school with who went to like a maritime college, and he would get very mad about the distinction between ships and boats, which I think is like
I
a
know who
classic
you're
thing.
talking about.
Do you?
I think I do.
Are we about to dox this man?
No,
on
we are
stream?
not. We are not. We are not. So you can't see inside these containers. It's just
No.
nothingness. That makes sense.
I'm sure there's something hidden around here. I have to check every container.
There must be like a in Icebox. There were all those armored sort
Oh.
of samurai type armor guys.
That's just Yoru. It's just one guy, right? So here
No,
we
like
found-
all over Icebox, there are
you-
like bodies of those or armor from bodies of those guys.
Wait, do you mean the guys who look like the Among Us guys?
No.
Because
I
those,
don't-
there are a bunch of those guys around Icebox, but I don't know about the armor.
we can look into it.
You know who I'm talking about, right? The Among Us, the ones that look like they're like hazmat
the
armored?
hazmat guys. No, that's not who I'm talking about. They're, I think, not anymore on Icebox, but pre-Yoru release Icebox, there was like a room full of those
Oh,
guys. The Oni skin related
I
guys.
sort of remember this. Yeah, there is a player card. The last player card ties in Yoru with those armor sets.
Yeah.
Looks great.
Remember our friend Jay taking us around Icebox and showing us the lore?
Oh yeah, shout out to Jay, real lore head.
Yeah, he's gonna look well into these crates.
All of these containers are completely empty, which
that's not it.
is infuriating. What's that? What is this? Okay, just a big part of the boat. I think we're in the forbidden zone. We're not supposed to be here.
We're in the Phantom Zone.
Okay. Oh, this is not as decorated or interesting as some other parts of maps. Like Icebox has a whole section that has like, I don't know, equipment and conveyor belts moving. I guess you've got
Yep.
this little like server room. Imagine if this was your office.
Just a bunch of mainframes.
Yeah, just
It's a
you
lot of
have this desk
servers.
with 2 screens.
They're
Well, yeah,
doing
they're
a lot of
playing.
misdeeds.
Yeah, what game are they running on these servers on these mainframes? What do you think they're playing?
Do we know for sure this is like VF? Like this is the one that's going live, or is it possible they'll add more little bits and pieces before this map goes live?
So my understanding is that the map is going to change for sure. Like they're definitely going to on Icebox you had this thing where when the map was in the unranked mode where everyone could play it and you were just getting used to Icebox and how it played,
Uh huh.
Yor was contained over A site. And then when it launched for competitive, they like unleashed him and blew up that spot on A site. Do you remember what
Mhm.
I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yep.
They are planning on doing a lot more of that. They mentioned a similar thing on Split where they built in the like streetwear stores on Split near the spawns where
Yeah.
they put in like seasonal items and tease skins and tease agents. And then they did a much more involved version of that with the kind of exploding A site thing on Icebox. And
Yep.
there's no reason to think that they're not going to do something similar on Breeze. My suspicion is that like maybe they're going to destroy the big mansion or I don't know. They're going to do something for sure. Um a lot of the there are a lot of squids in the battle pass, squids and sea monsters. Maybe there's going to be something coming out of the ocean, something in the skybox. I don't know. Maybe there's going to be a spill, but they're definitely changing stuff about the map for sure
That's pretty
over
cool.
time.
I'm
Uh
excited to see all of that happen.
oh yeah. The fun kind of interesting thing about it is that whenever they do changes like that, they need to account for the fact that a lot of players have already come up with lineups based on stuff that's in the map.
Yeah.
And so they can't change stuff willy-nilly. They need to run it by their like level designer who keeps track of all that stuff and be like, okay, if we made a big change here, like would that throw anything off? And sometimes he's like, yeah, it would like ruin the lineups that people have set up.
Right.
So,
That's
oh,
really
this is interesting. Just a little spot here.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a camp double doors.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be playing Omen and I'm gonna be chilling there for
Yeah.
sure.
This is a spot for exits. This is a spot for if you're a defender, you could probably hang out up here and just like tuck yourself away in this corner, wait for somebody to peek out here or back there, or worse yet, for them try and push a site from here. And you're in great shape from there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's a really sneaky spot. Like
Yep.
if
Yeah.
no one checks it and you
Oh
have
yeah.
good trigger discipline, you could just know where everybody is.
Yeah. We are absolutely going to see a competitive game in which somebody gets like a nasty play from up there, or they're
Oh yeah.
just sitting there, like
Yep.
3 players walk by them, maybe a fourth who's lagging behind finally gets that player, and that is like the round winning play
Yep.
I love that.
easily. Yeah. Still not in love with this site, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. Let's see.
So I mean, obviously everyone was getting exposed to this map. Anyone with preview access was exposed, and so it was a new experience for everybody. But did you experience any like gameplay 5-on-5 on this map at all, or more just a walkthrough?
Not yet. So I am probably going to stream this later on my own and join in with folks. Part of the
Mhm.
concern is genuinely that like a lot of the people who are invited into the private build are influencers, some of them on the younger side.
I see.
You guys remember me streaming the Astra event? and how chaotic that got.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, it's just like, yeah, maybe I don't want to put that on the official the Washington Post stream. But yeah, my hope is to spend some time actually playing 5v5s here, because I want to see how this actually plays. I have no sense of like what the tenor of the map is going to be, what the pace of the map is going to be. I watched a stream earlier by someone I played the Astra event with, and every game he was just getting completely destroyed. It was really lopsided. And I think it was lopsided toward the attackers, which kind of surprised me, but I don't know.
I mean, it's a lot of space to hold as a
Yeah,
defender.
Right. And
that's true.
you don't know the positioning yet, right? Like I think attack,
Right.
you know what you're doing. I have to get the spike down and like, yeah, protecting the plant. I think is, you know how many areas they can come from, but I think on defense you're maybe a little bit more on your back feet.
Yeah,
I'll be curious
exactly.
to see if, as a result of feedback or win percentages, if they add any hazards, any additional hazards. We can see your Slack, by the way.
Oh no.
Um, if they like patch and add or change any additional things to hide behind or use to set up utility, like they kind of did on Icebox, where they raised up walls and they lowered that truck thing that was there
Yeah.
on A site, um, as a response to specifically B site and specifically mid being really hard to contain.
It's I'm I'm not bummed about it because I don't know how Breeze is going to play yet.
Yeah.
But I remember, so I interviewed some of the devs, and one of the things they talked about was just like being caught off guard by the reaction to Icebox.
Oh.
And that absolutely had to have played a part in how they approached this level, where they were like, okay, maybe if we go too far with this, like, we're going to run into the same problem where people are just not. This is not a game in which people are used to insanely long angles. And we're just going to start running into trouble with folks just being so thrown off. So let's dial back some of the changes we've made, which kind of sad.
Yeah.
What is this supposed to be? Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Oh, there's a lot of those on random places. That
Yeah,
reminds me of Haven Long A.
yeah. There are a lot of spots on this map that really do remind me of Haven. Ro, you're a CS god.
That's generous, but
What CS maps does this remind you of? Because I've heard, I think Dust, Mirage, and another one that I'm
Cobblestone was
blanking.
the third,
Cobblestone,
probably.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Cobblestone. I think that it's a mix for me between Mirage and Cobblestone. I don't quite see Dust other than that door that you pointed out earlier. Cobblestone because of the size first and foremost, but I think you also have a lot of open areas, and then you have these sort of like spherical sites that were like very similar actually to I think it was B, where there's just like a good amount of open space, maybe some pillars. I think that felt very familiar, and in addition to that, you have a couple of really long passageways, like on the mini map here. That seems like a long corridor, and I think you have a little bit of that in on Cobblestone as well. So yeah, I think that's what resonates the most. I think that mid area though reminds me actually of a plant site, and actually maybe A. I think both A and the mid pillar sort of area remind me a bit of Mirage.
Mirage is the one where the player had the massive, like huge 1v4 win recently. Is that the one?
Most likely, yes. Yeah, Mirage is one of the more popular maps, if not the most popular map. I can't say that with any authority, actually. So, but I do feel like Mirage is played quite often.
Crystal clear view of A right now, like just peak graphics. It looks so it looks so
Yeah,
good.
it looks really good right now. Yeah.
I love just A in general. This is such a good site.
It's so pretty.
Yeah. I wonder if it's going to be extremely annoying to actually play, but the way it looks, big fan.
Oh, Sova arrows are going to be huge on this map.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
any
that's
info you can
so
get.
true.
So
Yeah, I
like
feel like
Sky
Sova
is gonna be
arrows
big.
have a unique. Oh, nice. Have a unique place here because that's the utility that can travel the farthest, and this map is just so large.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say for the agents, I for one am just really glad that they get to have a little bit of vacation. I feel like that brimstone spray when he's sort of relaxing with the cucumbers on his eyes was sort of
Uh,
foreshadowing this, right? Like I think that Omen in particular just feels like he's kind of brooding all the time. I feel like he could really use some sand, some beach, some palm trees. So I'm very happy for Omen.
so
Well,
you're
isn't Omen a Kingdom employee and Brim too? And if they come to
that's
this pirate
exactly right.
island, I don't know if they're gonna be chilled out.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Got a someone writing fanfic. That's awesome.
No, absolutely not. Oh, this is interesting graffiti.
Is that a
Yeah.
squid or
Yeah, we got a big squid tentacle.
Oh, a
More
knife.
pirate
Love the
motifs.
knife.
A big knife. Pretty not dissimilar from this
short
knife
sword? It
in
reminds me
some
of the
ways.
short sword.
It reminds me of the sovereign skin gun.
Yeah. Oh, I see that for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with
Kinda,
the trapdoor.
but the trapdoor is really good.
Trapdoor mechanic. 10 out of 10.
Curious. There's not. Oof. The thing is, as an attacker, maybe if you get this hallway, you can do it. There's not like a great mid wall that I can think of. Maybe my imagination is too limited, but I can't think of a wall on here that would be that useful for Viper. I don't know. Very
Hmm.
strange.
Yeah, especially because, well, there are a fair few bit of entrances.
Yeah. This is why I'm not a Viper main, because I don't know what the fix here is. Maybe on defense, if you could pull one of these off, you're fine. Although then somebody could just walk through here. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
there's just so many entrances into mid. I'm
Yeah,
thinking of Viper as like key site walls on B
yeah.
because there are, no other hazards really to hide behind.
Wait, I didn't realize this. Can you take back Viper walls
No,
now?
no, you cannot.
Okay, maybe that's just because of the mode I'm in right now, but
Yeah.
I held down E and I heard a sound cue for the Viper wall retracting.
Love that.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I also the ult is not going to be that useful because you can get approached from so many angles. You can't like hug a
Yep.
corner in the ult
Oh
anymore.
gosh, that's such a good point.
I almost feel like you use it to cut off one of the
One of the
3 ways.
chokes.
Yeah,
Yeah, you do it like right here and
that might
force
be
them to
it.
go. I don't
Hide
even
behind
know where
that
they go.
box, like they can't do anything about that if you're crouched behind that box and they're coming in
Yeah.
from that way.
Oh,
So
that's
now
not
I
good.
understand why they needed to give us the 3D sort of sound effects because there
Yeah.
are
Oh
so
yeah.
many entrances.
Yeah. It's not even just that. It's like you are starting to get a level of verticality, it feels like, that other. I'm trying to think of another map that has this right now, and I can't think of one. Like you have this
Mhm.
hallway that goes kind of over A, sort of around A in some way. It leads you on either end to a part of A. And if
Yeah.
you're in mid, you can hear someone walking around in there. Yeah, I'm curious about how this all plays out. I will definitely be giving 10 mans a try later today because I am
Yep.
so curious.
It's going to be very interesting. I think overall, I think it'll be pretty fun to try out. I really like the color palette of the map. Like
Oh yeah,
it's easy to look at for the most part.
it is so much. There's that kind of idea of like if you want to be happier, sometimes you just need to like fake a smile. Have you guys heard this?
Yep.
Yeah.
And similarly, like looking at Icebox is so depressing. And now, even if I'm getting like owned on Breeze, just being in this kind of in
Oh
this
yeah.
vibey spot Like I just can't be sad about it. Where on Icebox, even if you're winning, it's like, come on.
It's frigid cold. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the pandemic vacation that we all deserved.
Yeah, exactly. I would love to be in like the real breeze right now. So gladly would be there.
Yeah, I really like the map design. I think it's really a pretty map. Very cool details, very interesting. I love the pyramids.
I have yet to figure out how it plays, but I am just I adore these pyramids. I so badly like this is probably design wise my favorite site in the game right now. I at least aesthetically. I'm trying to think of another site in the game that looks this interesting, and they're like, to be fair, 2 big pyramids. Like not the most interesting thing you can probably do with this setting, but like in the context of what we have in the game right now, this looks great. This looks so good. Awesome. You've got the shimmery hologram water stuff going on. It looks great.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
All right. Well, I think we've gone for an hour. We've wandered some of the nooks and crannies so far of this map, and there are more to explore, but I think that might be it for this stream. And I might try and get myself into some 10-mans with some loud children.
Good luck with that. So I'm guessing no preview of the battle pass for us today.
Oh, let me actually do that right now as a sign off gift.
I gotta see what I'm getting for my money because I at this point I just sort of instinctively buy the battle pass.
Yeah.
Right.
Even without looking to see what's in it, but I think there's always a couple good sprays and some skins.
I think this might be one of the better battle passes I've seen. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think this is one of the stronger ones. This skin set, whatever.
Flower, cute.
An ice flower, some radianite.
Who is that?
Elf. It is a big elf with a sword.
Elf.
We need an elf. We need an elf agent. We need an elf and a robot. Just to add some diversity, right? Like we're dealing with all humans here. I think we can add some.
And a smoke ghost. One smoke ghost.
Right. Okay,
we already come on. Oh, I thought you were saying we should add a smoke ghost, and I was like, that is a very specific thing that we already have in this game. I don't think we need another smoke ghost. Can you imagine like Nice Omen?
Oh,
that'd be cool.
Light
that'd be a cool
Omen.
agent.
Where's like a light?
I kind of dig this. This is for free, not for a free skin, but
this is good.
This is
free real estate.
This is really good.
This really evokes those like early 2000s. You know those they're like the goop balls that have like blue water in them and the fishies.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, this really brings that. I don't know what those are for. I have no idea what those were, why they were a thing, but that's what comes to mind when I see this.
Big fan. Oh, interesting.
Pizza party card. This is a follow-up to the Employee of the Month thing. Where it looks like they're all having a nice party to celebrate.
Paul. I like her vibe. You know, she's got those piercings, short hair.
Full hair.
Yeah, I'm trying to look closer. Someone is taking a big drink. There's a note in the pizza box. There's also just pepperoni in the pizza box that somebody took off the pizza, which is a bit weird.
That's what I would do though. So thank you for the representation, Riot.
Come on now. Just come on. There's hot sauce also, which is kind of funny in the foreground. It's under my name. It's down below. It's very hard to see. There's the chill title, which is pretty nice.
With the Chilljoy card with the chill title, I can see it now.
I think I like what I already have. I forget what it was. It's not toxic. It's
No, I'm toxic.
I think I'm savage.
You're toxic. You're savage.
Aren't you genius?
I'm a baddie. Oh yeah, I'm genius.
Yeah, you're definitely
That's right. Approved spray. This one could be better. It's like all right. This card is kind of nice.
Love it.
Wow.
Tactical Haven.
Yeah. I like these.
Oh, that's fresh. That's
That is
really fresh.
So
clean.
there
Wow.
are multiple versions of this one. Let me pull that up. You've got this version. You've got this
Sheesh.
Frozone style. Yeah, the ice in my veins style
That's
sheriff.
right.
This one's
Oh,
kind of sick.
It's okay.
wow.
That's
This
okay.
this reminds me of like really old Transformers toys.
Yeah.
That's
Like
so
the
true.
super old ones where these are like stickers that are on them.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Oh, let's go. You
this
know
one's
what
pretty
this looks
sick.
like to me?
Tell me.
This looks like the temperature gun that they take your temperature when you enter establishments these days.
Oh, I
Interesting.
would feel very bad if they pointed one of these at me.
I have to
Oh
say
yeah,
this
we're
Lightwave is like I am a proud owner of the Reaver Sheriff, and
yeah.
I paid good money for that, but I might consider using one of these honestly on my
Yeah.
sheriff.
Very attractive
It's
gun.
fire. I wish that these panels that the movement corresponded with how you were moving the gun and it wasn't automatically animated, but it's a tiny complaint. All in all, this looks great. This is
So
one
My
of the
favorite
better
actually
Battle
is
Pass skins.
the base and the sort of Frozone ones. I like the
Yeah.
blues in there.
They're all
wow.
good for different reasons. They're all
Mhm.
Yeah.
great. It's
Yeah.
I would change depending on map if I had any control. Like that blue one
oh yeah.
on Icebox feels right.
I
Yeah.
feel like red on Icebox would be just like a
The contrast.
splash of contrast.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back
Well,
and see what
one
else we
thing that's
got.
sort of remarkable is that we all, the stream doesn't know this, but we rarely all three agree on the aesthetics of a.
That's
of a
so
Yeah.
true.
And so for us to all be in agreement that Lightwave is fire is
Oh, yeah.
is actually
Unprecedented, in fact.
yeah.
Yeah, this might be one of the first skins we really agree on. I'm trying to think of any other examples, and I'm drawing blanks.
There's none, and it's always
Yeah, there's-
visceral between the
Right.
three of them.
Oh yeah. This one, whatever. Who cares? Knife fight. This is fun. It's just
Oh,
based
that's
off of
very fun.
the jousting that people would do on the Icebox Ascender.
Oh, that is so cool. Like that
Yeah.
is something that you're right. I don't think like that was behavior that was observed by
Uh-huh.
players and incorporated into art. I love that.
That's
Yeah,
one
that's
thing I
really
really
cool.
like that Riot's been doing with the sprays and with the cards
Yep.
and just the content in this game in general is referencing behavior of the players instead of like being more serious and trying to
Right.
Yeah.
force all the time a narrative or all the time an art style.
Yep.
I
The
like that
revive
they
me.
make light of this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's really good.
absolutely.
There's this.
Aw,
I'm absolutely gonna put that as one of
how
my
cute.
I love that it's called Nice Save.
Oh,
That's
that's
kinda
That's
so
a
toxic.
good.
thrifty guy.
Yeah. Dice. Not mad about this. Let me see if they
I
change
prefer
based on
fuzzy
switching.
dice, but I'm on board.
The
It's
thing, the
okay.
colors are too muted for me to like imagine. I could see this paired well with like one of the Lightwave sheriffs.
Absolutely.
If you're really taking like, you could craft a little mini narrative there of like you are from like future Vegas. You are like Vegas 2099, and you've got the Lightwave gun and these on them. That's kind of
Valorant
nice.
New Vegas. Yeah.
McCree's
That's
great
right.
grandchild.
Yeah, exactly. This is whatever.
Not for me.
It's okay.
Not for
I don't
me
really care
either.
for it.
Yeah, it's a bit too large, too round toward the end.
That's
It looks
right.
silly. Lucky, all right.
Oh man.
The Lightwave Bucky.
Yeah,
is
it's
fire.
fire. It's fire.
It's just such a good skin.
I'm surprised they're packaging it with the. This feels like people would pay good money for.
I would pay
standalone.
money for this.
The thing, I think if it were in the store, I wouldn't pay money for it. I might buy one individually, but
Right.
the fact that it's in the Battle Pass is like, oh yeah, mama, that's instant equip.
Yeah, I finally have something to put on my Bucky.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, we needed
Stinger
this card
gang.
like 2 months ago, maybe
Now I
two
don't want
acts
it
ago.
anymore.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Get this out of
Now
here.
this spray is
I've
hilarious.
always needed. Yeah, the body outline,
Yeah.
crime scene. This is fantastic.
This is good for BM, I feel.
Yeah, I feel like if you are I don't know, if you're on like 100 thieves and you are going up against sentinels
I was
and
just
you
about
want
to
to
say.
display some really bad manners, you equip this as the final spray.
No, absolutely. This is
and-
just intended for Dapper. This is
Yeah.
exactly
It
what it
is.
seems
It
like.
really is.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Ooh, Under
You
the
know,
Sea Part
yeah.
2.
yeah.
Depths
I
and
like-
Lightwave.
They're
Oh.
slightly different because there's a little ship here
Yeah.
that is not visible on the other gun that we saw, which I think was the Bulldog.
Right.
The Bulldog did not have that level or that detail present.
I am so. Oh my god! The dog
And then
pooping.
I think it's just supposed to be a tail, but yeah, I guess it's the dog pooping. I don't know why it's called lobster ?
It feels like a meme that I'm not.
I'm not
It's
legit.
something internal to Riot that, yeah, I just don't know. It's not worth asking. Although I did learn in the course of speaking with the devs, the reason this exists at all is because Ascent has a catwalk that everyone calls Cat, and then there is what is now known as Speedway on B site. But for a while, that was also Catwalk, and so they had two cat callouts, and they were like, okay, let's change this call out. And the lead designer, Sal, drew this dog and was like, okay, we're going to put a dog next to Catwalk. And so we'll have dog and cat.
Love that.
So I think internally they refer to Speedway as dog.
Oh my god, the hang in there, buddy.
Yeah, that's very good. This could also be potentially BM.
Yeah,
Is-
honestly.
Yeah.
Is this cat named Mance?
I guess so.
That's amazing.
Is this cat's second or third appearance?
There's
At
a dog
least
that looks very similar, but yeah, there were in the very first
Battle Pass, right?
Battle Pass, there was just the very close up on the cat's face. Yeah. Then there's this guy.
Boba.
Yeah. Which I wish the liquid tilted.
That would
Yeah.
be
Based on-
so cool.
That would have put this into like the S tier of of buddies.
Yeah.
Right now this is high. This is A tier. I don't know if it's S tier.
So
It's real good.
I really like it. I think I'm all about pairing the gun buddies with complementary skin. So I think that actually the Lightwave blue,
Yep.
this one right here would go so nicely with that actually.
Yeah.
Almost too
How
nicely. There's
good
not
is
enough
this
contrast.
Phantom?
Yeah, doesn't this look great?
GG.
This is the one I have equipped right now. It
Oh.
looks so right.
This Phantom.
All right, back a step. This is the spike plant money. That's all right.
Oh,
That's fine.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Yeah. Then there's this breeze card, which is cool.
Very nice.
A big ship, a big little cityscape. The inverted sky thing going on there. Okay. This is what I was talking about before. I think this is one of 2 octopus appearances in the Battle Pass.
Interesting.
Which makes me curious, maybe a bit nervous. Maybe we get an octopus agent at some point. Who knows?
Octopus Agent. I'm thinking more in-game event.
Right.
Involving
Yeah.
octopus.
What's up? What's that?
Sorry.
Hold up. Pause. Theo's Great Escape. Oh, that's a cool.
I love that.
Oh, that's a really cool
That's a
scent
very fun
spray.
effect. Yeah. I am now curious. Like, I wonder
Who's
who
Theo?
Theo is. Yeah. It makes me think maybe a future agent.
Well,
Yeah.
that's Ascent, right? Or what are we looking at there?
Yeah, we're looking
That's
at
Ascent.
Ascent.
So somebody who escaped Ascent might have something to do with the destruction of Ascent, or I guess the dramatic reconfiguration of Ascent.
Right. Every time I think about Ascent, I just think about Marvel. I'm sorry, the Age of Ultron, like the
Sokovia.
Sokovia.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. This
Okay, so
card.
this
Next
card-
card is.
I'm about to freak
Intense.
out. Please
Oh,
click
yeah.
this card.
Yeah. So it's Reyna
Ooh.
staring down Viper.
Oh
Normally,
my
you look
God.
at these two and you're like, there's no age gap between them. But then you look at the bottom of the card and you're like, I guess the implication is that
Ooh.
Viper was a scientist.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And Reyna was a test subject.
That is so cool.
Oh my! The
Yeah.
plot thickens. This is fantastic.
I love that.
Yeah, it makes me wonder what the relative age situation is because they don't seem like they aren't peers age-wise.
Well,
I don't look at one and think like this one is much older than the other. But what's
Viper is a chemist of some extreme capabilities. I think that she's cracked some sort of youth serum, and that's why she looks the same age as
yeah,
Reina.
and that's why Rain is so mad. There's
That's
no this is actually just like a routine doctor's appointment, but she's like, "What the heck?"
IRL Reina is that she's the same age, but she's just a lot shorter. Is
Yeah,
what this card
exactly.
is.
Yeah.
No way, no way. How cute.
Uh this gun buddy or sorry, this skin, very nice.
The
I
Ghost
like
has
this
way
a
too many
lot.
good skins, honestly. Between
Yeah.
Astros and I don't know
Mhm.
what to put on there anymore.
It's good that they have so many skins for this one because the Ghost is a good gun. It
It
just
Correct.
really is.
rocks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it slaps.
This one, I feel pretty neutral about this. Just a lock.
What is the come on? From a security perspective, that's not
Yeah.
stopping anybody, right? Like,
No, two little things. No, not at all.
and it doesn't even look like
It's
they have the depth to have 10, so it looks like it's probably 6 numbers there.
oh,
That's like a
let's see.
hexagon.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So
What's
it
that,
goes from
36
6 to
attempts?
1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is easy to crack.
But also, it's just dangling on your gun.
Yeah. It's not locking
It's
anything.
not
There's
locking
nothing to lock.
anything. It's just dangling on your gun. Okay.
Oh, whoops.
Is that a family photo?
Yeah, it's let's see.
Oh my
Killjoy,
god.
I love it.
Raze, Jet, Brim, Phoenix, and
Sova
Sova
Phoenix.
Wow.
at Volante, which
So
That's
I
probably at Ascent. Oh, that's at
yeah, I was
Ascent
thinking
spawn.
gelato, right? That's gelato, right?
oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So okay,
That's
Ascent, they're having a good time. Maybe Ascent is their vacation, and they're actually shipping off to the Caribbean for
For
a work
work.
project.
yeah, to do evil.
Get
Uh,
absolutely carried.
That's a
that's
good buddy.
it's
Oh,
a
I'm
good
gonna go
name.
vote.
It is a I think it's just fine as a buddy.
The
It's a great
backpack looks
name,
pretty
though.
good. I think the backpack looks good. I just think about my black Sheriff Reaver. If I am going to keep having
Oh yeah.
rotation, then this is a decent one to pair. Right now, I have the
Yeah.
black and red headphones.
I'm
The
just
Beats.
yeah, I can't think of a gun that I would pair it with is the thing because they're better gun buddies. So I'm like very neutral on this one.
Mhm.
Ah,
This is
uh,
so true.
yeah.
This is
I wish
highly
we had
applicable.
more. I wish we had more sprays because I would absolutely
Honestly,
add this into my rotation.
I
Just
think
for
they're getting to the point where they have to add.
yeah,
We
Yeah,
need 5 sprays, not 3.
yeah.
yeah. Give me a spray wheel,
Give me a
please.
spray wheel.
Oh yeah. This is the one you don't want to pull out, but the one that unfortunately sometimes you just have to pull out, which stinks.
And then
Uh,
subsequently the light wave
yeah,
Odin.
which
This looks like the back of this gun looks like a hand lawnmower
yeah, it really
or like a
does.
leaf
Yeah.
blower type beat.
Let me see. What do the other versions of this look like? That's pretty nice.
It's
Uh,
okay.
this is like aggressive.
It's not
It's
doing
too
it for me at
aggro.
all. I feel like the bullets actually were just clashing. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the bullets on this gun in general. I think the red is like it is very punchy.
Yeah.
If you saw somebody carrying this, you would be mad and they killed you.
That's right.
And then this one's I just don't like how the Odin looks. I don't love the form
Yeah.
factor to begin with, so whatever.
The Odin is
What?
just insta tilt
Yeah.
vibes for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Hard
Carry
carry.
title.
Hard
That's a
carry.
good title, actually.
Yeah.
I saw
Oh
a
my
preview of this and I
god, how
love
cute!
it.
Yeah.
The first season that they had the equivalent for
fine.
Phoenix, I didn't
Yeah.
reach that level, and I've always regretted it.
Well, you got to get to level 36 to get
that's,
this.
That's easy.
This is so applicable too because I think this has entered the meta much more strongly. Of like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Brim Molly that just destroys whoever's diffusing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I hope they're paying Casey Green for this. Casey Green's the guy who drew the original comic.
I hope so too.
Yeah,
yeah.
that would be.
It would be very weird if they weren't. This is kind of fun.
Penguin! His name is Dan.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it.
That's
Yeah, this
huge
looks
news
real good.
actually. This is the breaking news that I needed. This
I'm
little
trying to think of a gun
guy.
I would put this on.
The penguin The penguins in this game, and specifically this penguin, have
Yeah.
very much Penguins of Madagascar vibes.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, for
Like, I
sure.
think they're, like, a little mischievous. I think they're a team. The animals, I think, are all a
Mischievous.
team. Mhm.
Indeed. I think if you had the there's the ghosts, the Winter Wonderland ghost skin. If you had this guy attached to that, that
How
would be a real
cute.
good gun.
Yeah, agree.
Tier 38 lanterns.
Ooh,
Mm.
so
This looks
pretty.
great.
So
Oh yeah.
when we think about like the clues that Riot has planted, it's typically been tier 48, but they threw us off and did 38 once, right? And I'm trying to remember, we had like the ship floating away, which I guess was an allusion to the new map Breeze.
Hmm.
Could this be the clue?
They're doing
Isn't this just
bind
already
too.
bind?
Oh, this is
Yeah.
on bind. Oh,
If
okay,
you
Yeah.
right.
if you
This
That's
is
look
right.
up
lamps.
in lamps, you
Of
see
course.
this.
Of course.
So maybe
okay.
maybe they're gonna do one of those like neat event things in bind. Who
No,
knows?
I think I just completely missed that detail.
Ah,
They're gorgeous. This is a lovely
yeah.
card. I'm gonna shoot for this one for sure.
This one looks great. 289 points.
No, no thank you to this
Whatever.
man.
Dark's still not doing it for me, but it's okay.
Yeah.
To
Oh my
each to
god,
her own.
that's
I-
great.
Wait,
I-
did it?
Yeah, it changes. It is either the crying face or the it's either Joker or
Oh,
like the happy
amazing.
guy.
That is so cool.
That's a
But I
vibe.
don't know what it depends on. Maybe it's like if you win, you get the happy. If you lose, you don't. Like it
Right.
is maybe too RNG to be like valuable as a
Well,
spray.
could it be reserved only for post round, right? Like normally right now that's done on the basis of how distracting it is, but like
Yeah.
maybe this is one that's conditional. Oh, good.
Let's see. No, it's equipable
No?
on any of
Okay.
them. I think
Interesting.
maybe
It's
the
gotta
thing is
stay
like,
RNG then.
yeah, if you live and you put this as your post round spray, like if you're
SBM.
spraying the unhappy face is like for whoever on the other team is dead and watching you win.
Yeah.
And the
It's
happy
like
face is
womp
for you.
womp.
Yeah. So it's applicable in either case. I don't love it as a skin. It's whatever. The depths. So
Makes
more
sense.
underwater
Okay.
stuff. This makes me think if you look in the little bottom, you see the squid again, and there was that squid card early on in maybe the first battle pass, like
Mhm.
really big squid. I think I don't know. They're really leaning on this squid motif for some reason, and I wonder what that's all about. This is probably very useful to
I
have.
love
Well,
it.
it
Yeah.
is and it isn't, right? Because the irony is the spray makes a sound that the enemies can hear as well.
Yeah.
I think like at the beginning of the round, it's
Yeah.
like, hey, everyone shut up.
Yeah. Or I could see if you're a lurker and you are just like waiting to pick someone who doesn't suspect you're around the corner and you use this as your mid-round spray. That's BM.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh,
one's nice.
dabbing
I love
Dan.
it.
Dabbing Dan.
This
I
is
love
great.
him.
And I won't spoil it, but he comes back. The Depths Vandal.
This is
You
so
can
there's even more detail here, right?
Yeah.
With the ship, we have what's a coral and stuff. Oh, this is
There's a shark up top. There's that squid again. I don't know. A lot of squid imagery going on
Yeah.
here.
This looks
Interesting.
really
Nervous.
good.
Ooh,
Lucky rabbit.
lucky.
Isn't this
Interesting.
one of the graffiti on I think Haven? You have this rabbit?
I don't recall.
There is hold on, I'm gonna jump quickly to collection. There is a phantom skin, I think, that has yeah, there's the rabbit. And I think this is one of the graffiti around a site on Haven, but I'm not sure. I don't remember for a fact. But the rabbit
Interesting.
is coming back. Maybe we get
I'm
a
gonna
rabbit
say that I
agent.
hate that skin.
What? Oh, interesting. Oh, the one I just showed you?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. It's fine. It's not that good. Bunny hop spray.
B hop, B hop.
Yeah.
If
This
Derek is
this
watching, this is for
th-
you.
this
Spray.
conveys nothing to me about bunny hopping, but I do like the animation. Like this does not summon to if I hadn't read the name, I
No,
wouldn't be like,
right.
oh, this resembles the thing that you do sometimes.
But it's very cute.
Yeah, it's
And
really
that's the
good.
important thing, I think. Oh no, not
Ancient mysteries revealed. I don't
simply too
know.
many tentacles in this battle pass, folks.
Oh yeah, they're getting freaky over there, right? This is. Here's the thing.
Bro, this is tier 48.
This also looks like it's happening underwater.
This is a
Wait, it's
TP,
called.
right?
This is interesting.
This is a teleporter,
It's a
correct?
teleporter reboot card. The
Teleport.
setting. The setting is maybe breeze. Maybe that's the big thing that happens. I don't know. Much to consider.
Are we gonna get a new cinematic
That's a good question. I'm guessing probably. Or do we only get cinematics every episode?
episode? I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
then yeah, we probably aren't getting a new cinematic. We get the really like the more rugged looking cinematics like midway through. There was the sky
Yeah.
cinematic that was just like kind of panning images. Which is
Mm-hmm.
fine. Yeah, this is probably the most tantalizing one, although I don't really like what's in the picture. I'm not like, ooh, what is this? I'm just
I
like,
love the color
neon
scheme.
colors, whatever.
Yeah, I like the colors.
The song "Steel Knife." I'm not mad about it. I don't think it is better than like the Prime Axe or some of the other
Right.
stuff that's come out, but I can see a lot of players taking this.
Yeah, song steel as a knife works for me, but for it's a theme for guns. It just wasn't really working for me.
It's
Yeah.
too ornate.
They
Yeah,
remind me of like ornate stair banisters at a
Exactly.
yeah.
mansion for the
Oh,
most part.
exactly.
Probably that plantation on Breeze.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then the
Oh,
Lightwave Frenzy, which
the
if the
king of
Frenzy were a gun that
frenzies.
I actually liked, I would be using this. I mean, this is the one I equipped. Yeah, this looks so good. This just looks right.
That does look good.
Oh
Very
man,
sick.
yeah. The Frenzy like profile is sleek. It's one of the better looking guns in the
It
game,
looks
but
awesome. I just
I
wish it
just wish
wasn't.
yeah, I wish I knew how to use it.
Yeah, I'm so bad at that gun.
Yeah, and then here's
This
the
is a cool
Bloodline card,
card.
which is sick. Yeah,
I
this
really
rocks.
like this.
This
Yeah,
rules.
I think this is the like icebox tie-in of like yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they're the big suits of armor, and then
Mm-hmm.
Yor comes out of that in some capacity. And then the
Dabbing
epilogue is
Dan.
yep,
Dabbing
that's
Dan.
right. This is so much better than the standard one. I just want to say, like
Golden Dan. I love
yeah,
him.
I'm a neutral about default Dan. Don't really care. Like whatever. This Dan, I am all about. Love the way this Dan looks.
Golden Dabbing Dan is our king.
Yeah. This is extremely bad manners to blast this guy at post round.
Agree.
Golden dabbing Dan.
Yep.
And then just a bunch of Radianite points, and you get a golden card of them all hanging out again.
Oh, so it's gold this time. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So the epilogue is. I mean, you're a big fan of the Golden Dan. Actually, I don't know. I'm okay with Dan in color, but that's to each
Yeah.
their own. But yeah,
So
I don't know.
you're skipping out on the epilogue. You don't care.
I mean, I'm not skipping out. I'm gonna grind the game and get all this in-game
I
content.
don't know. Seems like you're throwing shade at our king Dan.
It really does seem like you're
Never,
throwing
would
shade,
never,
low-key.
never ever do that.
It's extremely sus to me. Oh, and then last thing, there's this skin collection, which isn't showing for me because all right, that's really annoying. I think there's some kind of gimmick around what the like cracked jade shows based on how many kills you get. I
Ooh,
think
that'll be
it acts
cool.
as like a counter for like the little icon on it changes if you get like an ace or something like that. I don't know the exact details, but the op is like mid reaver / sovereign. This one looks
Yeah,
quite good.
it looks very nice.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, but a quick here. Oh, and there's another version of it that is so right.
Oh, very sovereign.
Yeah, this might be. I might actually get this Spectre skin.
Do we
I
know if
really
it
like
has
this.
VFX? It does, right?
Yes. Let's get the. Oh, it's showing the gold one, or it's showing the green one, but
That's okay.
Yeah, this is extremely League of Legends.
Oh, it's so
That
cool.
finisher is
Yeah. So
incredible,
that's the
actually.
evil one. For the gold one, it just looks like the sovereign one. It gives you, well, it like smites him. You'll see.
I want to see it smite him. It looks like bubbles coming out of the top.
About to get
Yeah, it
smoked.
looks like bubbles.
Ooh,
Bro,
Yeah.
this is good
that's really
stuff.
cool.
Yeah, this is such a good skin.
Oh,
That's
Let's see, what are
actually
the other
gosh,
what's
ones?
I'm buying that.
up. Ready to be
Vandal.
broke.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if there's. Yeah. Oh, that looks so right. Oh man. Well, I think that's everything so far that's been shown off, which is exciting.
I'm
Um,
obsessed. Thanks for letting us take a
Yeah.
look.
Appreciate you letting us crash this. And I guess my last question, which maybe you can't tell us, but are there balancing changes that we can talk about, or
not
is
that
that
I've seen, not that I've
Gotcha.
seen or heard. This is not me being coy.
Right.
I don't think there is anything, or I haven't been told anything. Uh, I imagine an embargo on that would have lifted at the same time as everything else, but no, nothing on that front that I've seen or heard. Somebody who jumped in said that they thought Brim's smokes looked bigger. Somebody said that in the Discord. I don't know if that was ever validated, but that might be
Mm.
something to look out for. But I haven't seen like an official notice about that or anything.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Yeah. Well,
Awesome.
thank you guys for hanging out, and maybe I will see you on stream later tonight.
Absolutely. Thanks for having
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, thank you
Nice.
for being the desk analysts. Uh, and to anyone watching, have a. I'm not gonna do the traditional outro because it's not the standard news stream. So just bye.
Thank you. See ya.
Bye, Lunch Crew.